friends, and neighbors, how about one last round of applause for the Estancia Jazz Band under direction of Miss Stacy Niacato. And at this time, I'd like to introduce the Newport-Mesa Unified School District Board President, Ms. Char Montoyer.
Thank you. Oops. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 6th annual State of the Schools breakfast. How many like you? I've been at every one. Yay! It's absolutely a wonderful morning. I am Charlene Metoyer. I am the president of the Newport-Mesa School District Board of Education. I have been on the board for 5 years, but I've been in the district for years because I was a teacher here in elementary and secondary. I was a coordinator at the district office. I worked in adult education, and I was principal at East Bluff and Harborview. Some say I can't hold down a job, but it's all in education, and I think it's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. I am one of 7 school board members. I'm going to ask us all to stand. Please hold your applause to the end because it is early and everyone has somewhere to go, so we're going to do our best to keep things tight. So our school board members are I am the president, Martha Floor is the vice president, Dana Black is our clerk, and we have board members, if you're here, because people are going to be wandering in, so I'm reading everybody's name because I never know when someone's getting here. Ashley Anderson, Michelle Bartow, Vicki Snell, and Karen Yelsey. And we are the Board of Education. Our duties as Board of Education is to set the overall vision for the school district. We set direction, goals, and priorities. When I first got on the board, it was explained to me like this: you're responsible for the what, and the rest of the staff is responsible for how it gets done. We have lofty visions. We have really high goals. So our staff works diligently and exhaustingly to get our goals and our vision put in place to reality. Along with us, you all, whether you are students, staff, parents, community members, local organizations, businesses, also have a large part in the success of our students. It's trite, but it does take a village. And the villages are Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, and Corona Del Mar. And we work together to ensure the best for each and every child we have. I would like to take a moment to thank all of you for supporting our schools and partnering with us. I have some more dignitaries to read, and I'm going to hold them up because they're really little print. And I've got to be able to make sure I don't forget anyone. We would like to, and with everyone here, please stand, remain standing, and then we'll all applaud at the end. Katrina Foley, Mayor of Costa Mesa. John Stevens, Mayor Pro Tem. Council members, Sandra Guinness, Andrea Marr, Arliss Reynolds, Alan Mansour, Manuel Chavez, and our city manager in Costa Mesa, Lori Ann Farrell Harrison. Love, 4 names. Our fire chief, Dan Stefano, police chief, Rob Sharpneck, school resource officer at Costa Mesa High School, Frank Nguyen, and resource officer at Estancia, Ty Rank. That's Costa Mesa. Let's give Costa Mesa's team a big round of applause. Thank you. And you're kind of being shy and lazy, so please stand up so everybody can look at you, because if you're like me, you're going, oh, that's who you, okay, so help us out. We have Keith Davis, police captain for City of Newport Beach. Oops, Diane Dixon, mayor of Newport Beach. Will O'Neill, mayor pro tem. City council members, Duffy Duffield, Jeff Herdman, Joy Brenner, Kevin Muldoon, Brad Avery, City Manager Grace Leung, Fire Chief Jeff Boyles, Police Chief John Lewis, and School Resource Officers in Newport Beach, Gary Clementi, Adam Dudash, and Sabrina Fabry. Yay! Newport Beach is in the house. We also have some of our... Oh, thank you. Oh, he is. Okay. Mr. Davis, I live in Costa Mesa. Don't hold it against me. Thank you. Please come out to the house. Alrighty. Dr. Al Mihara, Superintendent of Orange County Department of Education, the whole Orange County, is here. And we also have Steve Rosansky, President of the Newport Beach Chamber of Commerce. So thank you, Steve, and thank you all dignitaries. If I didn't have your name on the list, I apologize. Every one of you got up early to come out and help support our kids, so we are so grateful. Thank you again for being here. I hope you enjoy your breakfast, the wonderful program, and our next school year ahead of us. At this time, I'd like to introduce Pat Corter with the Newport-Mesa Schools Foundation, who partners with our school district for this event every year. Pat?
Thank you, Charlene. So I'm Pat Corter. I'm now past president of the Newport-Mesa Schools Foundation. And on behalf of the foundation, I also want to welcome you for getting up in the dark and coming out to our 6th annual State of the Schools breakfast. We at the foundation are thrilled to be hosting this breakfast again in partnership with the Newport-Mesa School District. I want to acknowledge our hardworking foundation board members, especially Lynn Ramsey, who's a blur. Where are you, Lynn? She is the person that puts in countless hours to make sure this runs smoothly every year. Thank you so much, Lynn. And would our board members please stand? Thank you. And I especially want to introduce to you our new president of the board, Kathy Bybee. And of course, I want to recognize our breakfast sponsors. Their generosity has allowed the foundation to continue supporting our students and teachers, and that's what this is all about. That's why we're here this morning. So our breakfast champions are the Newport-Mesa Federation of Teachers and Cigna. Our breakfast partners, yes. Our breakfast partners are the Costa Mesa Sanitary District, the lawyers of AALRR, Kitchell Construction, Paracone Farms, Mesa Water District, and the school's first credit union, who has been with us from the very first day. Our sponsors and many others have also donated items for our goodie bags. And we have so many items this year, you guys, we had to go to a larger bag. Do not forget to pick one up on your way out. And another thing to remember is you have give and take envelopes on your table. The centerpieces were created by our host, Estancia High School, ASB. And if you would like to take one home, we ask that you give a contribution of at least $20. Put your cash or your check in the envelope and take your little succulent home with you. The bathrooms are in the back through the doors to the right. And now I would like to introduce Newport-Mesa Girl Scout Service Unit 404 and Newport-Mesa student Laura James, who will sing our national anthem.
stand. Color guard advance. Color guard post the colors. Color guard salute the colors. Color guard dismiss.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Lauren. And now Costa Mesa's own principal, Mike Hall.
Well, good morning. My name is Michael Halt, and I have the great fortune of being the principal here at Estancia. And on behalf of all the educators in our zone, I would like to welcome you to our campus and personally thank you for all that you do to support our students, our teachers, and our schools. It's an honor to be able to host our 6th annual State of the Schools breakfast, and I would like to thank Dr. Navarro and the Newport-Mesa Unified Board of Trustees for entrusting us with this honor. Estancia is unique among our comprehensive high schools, as we are the only high school that not only offers a full array of advanced placement courses, but by working in partnership with Coastline ROP, we're also able to offer 4 different career technical education pathways so that all of our students can graduate from Estancia and truly be college and career ready. I'm joined on stage today by 4 outstanding students that represent our 4 powerful and unique pathways. And I'd like to introduce Gannon Griffin from the Estancia Medical Pathway, Ryan Ray from our Engineering Pathway, Jacob Galindo from our Construction Pathway, and Lexi Yeager from our Digital Media Arts Pathway.
Hello. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Gannon Griffin, a senior at Estancia High School, and I'm here representing the Estancia Medical Academy. I took part in the EMA pathway to help others, an interest that started with my mother, who's now a nurse, and for the past 2 years, I've been learning about how and in what ways I can help people recover to the fullest of my abilities. This year, I'm taking sports medicine, and I will be continuing my journey in the medical field at the University of Puget Sound by taking their top of the line physical therapy program. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Yuki. He's all the way in the back, the bald guy. If it wasn't for him being one of the hardest, toughest teachers, I don't think I'd be prepared for the next step that I'm going to be taking in the next coming year. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ryan Ray, and I'm a junior here at Estancia High School, and I'm in the engineering design pathway known as Project Lead the Way, or PLTW. Engineering is something I've always been interested in because I enjoy solving hard problems, and I want to help create a brighter future for our society. PLTW is a very special program because it gives me the chance to focus on my college and career goals while still in high school. After high school, I plan to go on to college for engineering and eventually become an aerospace engineer. I would like to work for an aerospace company like SpaceX or possibly the military to create the next generation of aircraft and spacecraft. Because of the PLTW pathway, I now have a solid understanding of the basics of engineering and what it means to be an engineer. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jake Galindo and I am a senior at Estancia High School. I'm here today to represent Estancia High School Building Industry Technology Academy, little known as BITA. I joined this pathway my freshman year because I enjoy building things with my hands. I learned in this past few years that it's very complicated, basically. Sorry about the sides. Yeah, sorry about that. Being in this class, I have learned how to build a house from start to finish. Last year, I was part of a team that won first place in the Orange County BITA competition, facing over 28. Beating out 28 other schools in the county. Seeing the completion of a house and knowing that I helped build this with my own hands is really very satisfying to me. I learned that working as a team in construction is very important in future and program. I learned that thanks to BITA, I know that I want to do construction in my later future that help me through life. I also know that this program is connected with the Southwest Carpentry Union and this business partner known as McCarthy Group that will help me find a high-paying job in the construction industry. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lexi Yeager, and I'm a junior at Estancia. I am currently taking the digital media art pathway. When I enrolled at Estancia my freshman year, I mentioned to my mom that I enjoyed photography and creating art digitally. We looked at courses offered by Estancia and I saw that they offered DMA. I signed up for multimedia communication design during my freshman year and I really enjoyed it. During my sophomore year, I continued by taking the pathway visual imagery, and this year I am enrolled in computer graphics. Without this ROP program, I wouldn't have known what I wanted to do for a career. Being successful in these classes reinforced that I wanted to get my degree in computer graphics and multimedia arts. The classes have helped me build my digital portfolio as well as allowed me to add significant awards and experiences to my resume. I have been a finalist 2 years in a row for the Voice for Planet PSA contest and the animation category winner in 2019. In addition, a classmate of mine hired me to take her graduation pictures this past spring, and I have recently received an internship working for a local professional photographer and videographer. None of this would have been possible if I were not enrolled in the DMA pathway courses. In addition to increasing our opportunities for a career experience, the course provides students with the ability to use industry standard software such as Adobe Creative Suite, promoting our portfolios through personal web design, photography and videography capture and editing, music overlay, and mixing to create soundtracks for our own videos, and much more. The DMA pathway has been instrumental in shaping what I want to do in the future. I recommend it to any student interested in a future involving digital media arts such as marketing, graphic design, and the movie industry. Here's a video highlighting all the ROP programs available to students at Estancia.
Estancia High School is committed to ensuring that every student graduates college and career ready. We have created 4 powerful and unique career pathways that develop students into critical thinkers, effective communicators, and responsible leaders. Our instructors are experts in their respective fields, committed to individual student success. Students in our pathways receive an engaging, hands-on education with full access to industry-leading equipment and technology. Take the next step in being ready for the workforce of the 21st century. See your counselor to learn more about the Estancia Medical Academy, Engineering Design, Construction Technology, or our Digital Media Arts pathway.
Morning, everyone. I'm Fred Laurel, Superintendent of the Newport-Mesa Unified School District, and I just want to set the stage by telling you how impressed I was by Lauren's rendition of our national anthem and the presentation by our students, and I want to lower your expectations and let you know it's all downhill from here. Okay? First of all, I'd like to recognize our huge team. We'll be talking a bit about that, but first I want to talk to you a little bit about the note that's on the projector here. That's actually my writing. That's not some fancy font you can get. But this summer, before we started our leadership workshop, when all our administrators came back, I really wanted to focus on what our mission is and what our moral purpose is. And so I went through the board's vision, mission statements, and the bedrock beliefs that the board has established, and they've been here for 10, 15 years. And I found all the commonalities. What does it really mean? What do they really want? What does the board really want us to accomplish? And it came down to this. It came down to raising the bar for all students. What I mean by that is raising the academic bar for all students. And so I didn't have a PowerPoint ready, and I thought, well, what can I do? So I just took pictures of my notes that I was writing out. So that's my handwriting. Sorry, I have to apologize to my 4th grade teacher who probably wouldn't have given me an A in penmanship. But that's where we're going to start, and that's the basis of where we're going from here. Before I go we're a huge team. And what I said to our leaders is, we really want to be like that group of rowers on the crew, right? They're all in sync, they're all going in one direction, and they have a goal. They're going to beat the other crew team. We don't want to be like the 2 guys arguing in a rowboat that are fighting over which direction to go, and they're only going in circles. So we want to be in sync, we want to move forward together. And so this is what I asked them to commit to raise the bar for all students. Takes a big team. So first I'd like to recognize all of our principals. If all of our principals could stand up, please. And could we give them a nice round of applause? They are boots on the ground, supporting our teachers and the incredible work that's going on in every classroom in this district. I'd like to also recognize our partners that work with us really in employee relations, and that is first President of the Newport-Mesa Federation of Teachers, Dr. Britt Dowdy. I don't know if he's still serving food, but Britt, let's give away, oh, there he is. Let's give him a nice round of applause. And I'd also like to recognize our CSCA President, Pam Saunders, our classified leader. Pam around here? Oh, okay. Stu, would you stand in her place? Thank you, Stu. These are just a few of our team members who work together to make sure that we're focused on this important task. And whether we're teachers in the classroom, administrators at the district, maintenance staff throughout the district, everybody contributes to the commitment of inspiring and enhancing our communities. And that's why our daily mission is as employees of this district. But you don't have a good organization if you don't have a really sound foundation. And our foundation is in our finances, our budget. So I want to let you know that this year we have a $326 million budget. It's a lot of money. And you're probably wondering, where does all that money go? Well, we have 20,000 students. We have 32 sites. And so a lot of money goes into the work that goes in with those kids. So 86.5% of that money goes into salaries and benefits for our employees. Okay? About 5% goes into books and supplies, and about 11% goes into operations and maintenance. So the bulk of our investment is in the team, the people who serve our children, whether they're in the classroom, mowing the lawn, or ordering materials for our sites. The other thing I'd like to point out is that the board has been an amazing steward of the bond money that we've been able to use for the past 15 years, Measure A and Measure F. They have made a promise to the community that they would maintain a low threshold for the bond. So we are the third lowest bond. We charge the third lowest amount in the county at about $16 per 100,000. The county average is $29, and some districts are charging up to $70 per 100,000. So I really want to hats off to the board for their stewardship of our bond money. And what does this money do? Basically, if you walk around this campus, you'll see that we're having a new 50-meter pool being constructed. And so soon, all of our schools will have Olympic-sized pools. To the left, to my left, just on the other side of the wall, is where the new theater is going to go. It's a $32 million project, and that's all with bond money. We've also had to use other resources because we now, as of this summer, all of our K-8 campus schools have HVAC. They are all AC'd and have heat as well. So we're in K-8, we are full. We have 3 schools left. We have 3 rooms at Corona Del Mar. We have half the rooms at Costa Mesa High, and we have 2 buildings at Newport Harbor High to finish off our AC project. And I know that so last year I asked Tim Holcomb. Tim, would you stand up? Tim's our Chief Operations Officer. Like I said, this is not a Fred show. This is a team show. Last year, 2 years ago, I asked him if he could do 13 AC projects in one summer. Well, there aren't enough companies to hire that can do 13 AC projects in one summer, so I had to settle for 7. And then this year, he finished the rest. So we're done K-8, and I'm pushing him to see if we can get all the high schools done next year, and he's looking at that. But he and his team do an amazing job there. We also have our project at Corona Del Mar High School. We're renovating the fields there, and they're getting 2 athletic fields fully lighted so that our students will no longer have to travel to our other elementary campuses at night to practice. And that's a huge accomplishment for us. So, another task that we have is recruiting and retaining the best. We want the best people working with our children. We want the best people supporting our teachers. We want the best people who are stewards of the district finances and the operations. And so we have a very successful HR division. I'd like to ask Leona Olson to stand, be recognized for her leadership. And some of the things that Leona, working with our Ed division, have committed to make sure we deliver effective instruction. And if you're not a teacher, this may not mean a lot to you, but for us it means a lot. We really try not to have any combination classes in our elementary schools. That means we don't have first and second grade in the same class. Can you imagine teaching 4 different subjects for 2 different levels? That's not good. That's hard. So we've really made a commitment to having no combo classes. And last year we had 1 at College Park. This year, John, we're pretty good, right? We don't have any in our elementary schools. That's a major accomplishment. I don't think there's many school districts that can say that. We also have some of the lowest class sizes in the entire county, and that's an investment in making sure that our students' needs are met. And we do offer a K-12 science program, a K-12 music program, a K-12 physical education program, which isn't seen in many districts at all. And that's because we really value what our teachers have to do, what our principals have to do to make sure our students are attaining the grade level standards. We do have a problem, though. It's a serious problem. And that is that we get too many applications. So I'll give you an example. For last year, for 40 openings in our classified area, we had 3,000 applications for 40 jobs. It's not uncommon to get 100 applications for an assistant principal job or a principal position. For teaching positions, we get sometimes 150 to 200 applications. A couple years ago, we had 400 applications for a 3rd grade job. That's a lot of applications. So that tells you one thing. A lot of people want to come here. They want to come here because we support our classes and we have a direction for our teachers to go. So back to raising the bar for all kids. I really came in and I said we have to do 4 things. We have to make sure we're monitoring every student's progress. We now have software that can do that for us. Whether it's a teacher's assignments or some of the different district common assessments, we can track to see where our students are and what we need to do to get them to the grade level. We also are taking a focus on what we call first best instruction. The best intervention is always the first instruction that happens in a classroom. And we know that that's a valuable aspect of what we need to do on our day-to-day mission to have every student meet the academic achievement levels that we've set forward. So we have milestones at our transition grades, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th, and 11th. And those are milestones that are telling us what our students need to be able to do. So for example, we know that all of our 3rd graders need to be able to access complex texts before they go to 4th grade. And that means that they understand, they have a good enough reading skill that they can understand what they're reading, they comprehend what they're reading, and they start to learn from reading rather than what we do before that is teaching them to learn to read. So they learn from their reading rather than just learning to read. That's a milestone. At 6th grade, they need to have the math and skill levels to be successful in middle school. In 10th grade, we want to make sure students are on track for graduation. We cannot have students behind in credits. So we have these milestones set forward, and that's what we're focusing on. In order to do that, we need to work as a team. We are focused on working together and finding solutions. So we have teachers on special assignments, working with classroom teachers, with administrators, and we're all trying to figure out this work together. Lastly, we focus and invest on our capacity to do this work. I don't know everything I need to know, and I need to learn that. I need to get better at my job, and I think we all need to get better at our jobs. So we spend a lot of time and we invest a lot of money in making ourselves, preparing ourselves, understanding what we need to know for the next step so that we can raise the bar for our kids. And I'd like to give a shout out to Russell Lee Sung, who's our Chief Academic Officer, and John Drake, who's our Director of Education, just for all of the work they do in organizing all of our staff development. The other thing I asked our administrators to focus on is building an understanding and accepting climate at our schools. Students who are suffering from poverty or are of different ethnicities, they actually come to school already trying to make up for their deficiencies that they perceive or that they think others perceive in them. And so they come to school already thinking about, well, how should I answer this question, or what should I... They don't think about what the right answer is. So they have a lot of challenges they come in. And what we can need to do is to make sure that everyone feels valued. I was so proud this year to see that our schools had, many of them had frames that said, kindness at our school, or we believe in each other, we're here to support you. That was a really big push. I really, you don't know this, but we have a very large team that is there in the event we need to address a student who is either a risk to themselves or a risk to others. And we have hired more social workers and more psychologists to support the work of this team and the work of at our schools. And we have moved into learning centers for our special ed students, because we know that special ed students, they also need to be where the challenge is. They can't be isolated in a classroom by themselves and never be around their peers, because they need to learn what it's like to be out in the real world. And our students that are there need to learn how to support kids that are not as advantaged as they are. So I want to give a shout out to Sarah Jocham, our Assistant Super of Student Services. And I don't know if you know this, but we've had a committee, Human Relations Task Force, last spring when we had a significant event at one of our high schools. And it was a matter of hate that was being professed. Our board said to me, we need to have a task force to address this. So we've had a Human Relations Task Force meeting since last spring. And their goal and their task is to give us recommendations of how we build a more understanding and accepting climate at our schools. And I'm honored to tell you that this summer they gave us several recommendations, and many of which we were already in place. We're already in place and we were moving forward. But we have a vision that we will one day have a school where every student walks in, and regardless of their race, social emotional background, or their national origin, will feel comfortable in every one of our classrooms and be ready to succeed and meet the challenge that we set forward to them. So, you know, it sounds simple, raising the bar for every kid, but I can tell you that it takes a lot of effort. And I don't know where we are with our dashboard, our state dashboard. I know that our chief data guide, George Knights, has told me that we don't know when the state's going to release the dashboard. But I know how we do on our internal assessments. And I can tell you that I'm really excited about what we're doing internally, how our schools are assessing the progress of our students. And I look forward to when that state data gets published, because I think we're going to see some favorable progress. But I'd like you to give a round of applause to all of the teachers and the administrators who are here, because they're the ones doing that work. And as I said that, I would like to recognize some of our outstanding employees who have been recognized for their incredible work. So first, I'd like to recognize our Teachers of the Year. And please stand when I call your name. Ms. Tamara Fairbanks, music teacher at Mariners Elementary. Mrs. Daniela Ramos, kindergarten teacher at Davis Magnet. Mrs. Colleen Tolles, English teacher at Ensign Intermediate. Our classified school employees of the year. Mai Hong Lam, Nutrition Services Assistant 2 in the Central Kitchen. Tabitha Strange, Special Education Instructional Assistant at Victoria Elementary. Scott Parks, Delegated Behind the Wheel Trainer in the Transportation Department. And we have a special recognition program where anyone in the district can nominate a fellow employee to be recognized. We call this the Superstar Awards. And I think we do this once or twice a year, and it's the best event. We have these nice stars, these nice crystal stars that are presented to them. You almost feel like you're at the Academy Awards. But I'd like to recognize Bridget Besniati. Office Assistant 3, M&O. Suzanne Chan, Library Media Technician, Sonora Elementary. Suzanne? Narissa Ho Ventanakul, teacher at Kaiser Elementary. And Carly Koenigsfield, psychologist, Davis Magnet. Thank you, NMFT and CASA, for your support in recognizing our employees. All right, now, we'd like to show you a little video that will cap off our day. And we didn't know this at the time, but it was, I don't know if it was good luck or if it's just the stars aligned, but we decided to do a video on kindness. And so this is this year's video about our students and what they think about kindness.
I think that kindness is an extremely important value that we've embedded in our schools. It's really important for us to teach students how to be kind and caring and empathetic, because that's really what 21st century learning is all about.
Being kind is important to me because it's the first thing you give to the parents. It's what you want to receive as well from parents, from kids. You just want to give a positive environment for them.
Every day, just do something small, because it starts from something small and then it expands to something bigger.
As adults and really as educators, we have a unique opportunity to make such a powerful difference in the lives of our students and really in the future lives of generations to come through our ability to influence students to perform acts of kindness intentionally.
One of the things on campus that we have to be kind is the buddy system. You get paired up with kindergartners and you get to choose. It puts a positive impact on the younger children, and then they'll be kind to others.
My focus as a teacher is really just to build their confidence in themselves. They can accept kindness and receive that, but then also give that back to make their school, their family, their community a better place.
We have a peers group. The main thing is friendship, doing different role playing. So it really helps them practice those skills that they need to be able to be out, within the school campus and being kind.
One of the kindness campaigns we have is snap jars, where you write a note to someone and say something nice, like something good.
My students love the snap jar. They think it's so much fun. They beg me to do it every single time we have class.
You are always focused and paying attention. Keep it up. When I write a kindness note to someone else, it makes me feel good about myself, and when they get it, it makes their day so much better, and it makes them feel good about themselves.
So district-wide, we're what's called a PBIS district, or a Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports district. So across our district, we have programs like PALs, or Peer Assistance Leaders. We have days dedicated to being kind.
Something that we do that I love is Mix It Up. It just brings over 150 plus students to sit across these tables and really get to know each other, because if we didn't have this event, these students would just see each other as strangers in the hall.
Kids are always watching adults, whether we know it or whether we see it or not. They are constantly watching our every move to see what we're doing and how we're reacting to certain situations. So it's important to show kindness, to show responsibility.
Making the ID badges is a really good opportunity to spread kindness, because most people come in very fearful of getting their picture taken. They don't like to be put on the spot, but I try to make them feel as comfortable as possible, making it a cheerful experience.
Being kind gives a positive reflection on the individual and the warehouse as a whole. If we are kind and have a positive outlook, it makes all of our duties and transactions just go a little bit more smoothly.
Well, being involved in the community for an adult is super important, because that helps not only your kids, not yourself, but the community, the entire community itself, by getting involved. And you help others at the same time that you are helping yourself, you're helping your family, and you're learning on the way.
By being models of kindness for ourselves, our children emulate that. Other community members see how kind we are and want to emulate that. And it brings us together as a community, not just as part of the school, but as the larger community.
Everyone in the Newport-Mesa Unified School District believes that we create a greater sense of purpose and efficacy when we're kind to one another and when we build relationships. So get involved.
Have a positive attitude.
High five someone.
Start a conversation.
Lead by example.
Have the positive attitude to just see the good in the people around you.
Be aware of others.
Really listen to others.
Reach out to someone in need.
Provide great customer service.
Be encouraging to the people around you.
Sé un buen ejemplo para tu hijo.
Take care of our planet.
Let's let one another know what we appreciate about them.
When we perform acts of kindness and when we do things that are good for one another, we become stronger as a community.
So I'm going to challenge you to get into the act. You can join our district and districts throughout Orange County who are part of the Orange County Department of Education's 1 Billion Acts of Kindness campaign. So you can get on our website or their website and be part of that. You can post your act of kindness on social media with the hashtag kindness1billion. You can post on Facebook and Twitter. Be sure you tag at Newport-Mesa so we can share that as well. And, just be kind, whenever you come across this. I know I have to practice that every time I drive to work, I just think it's something we need to do and focus on, and I think our students are doing a really good job. We're learning from them. I'd like to ask President Matoye to come back up for 1 second. She wanted to catch up on some dignitaries.
The bar is raised so high, and I wanted to acknowledge some people that I forgot on my list and that I didn't have on my list. First, I would like to recognize Jim Ferryman, who is on the sanitation board, but a former school board member. So in the school board group, I should have recognized Jim. I apologize. And then also I would like to recognize Becky Gomez from the Orange County Department of Education Board of Education. Becky, thank you for coming out this morning. Thank you. And finally, I'd like to thank, and if I miss somebody else, you'd have to really run that name to me, Liz McNabb, who is Assemblywoman Cotty Patrick Morris's District Coordinator. Boy, you have a long title, Liz. Thank you, Liz. And again, thank you everyone else. Thank you, Dr. Navarro.
Okay, so in summary, you learned that I have not good penmanship, that we are solvent and moving forward, and yes, we have to pay Paul every time we say that. That we are focused on raising the bar for our kids, and that we're building a climate and environment at our schools that is accepting and understanding. And to close out this our event, I'd like to ask Malia Kenneth to come on up from Estancia High School. She is the ASB president here, and she will be joined on stage by the ASB student ambassadors from all 6 high schools.
Hello, my name is Malia Kenneth, and I'm the president of our ASB here at Estancia. To begin, I would like to thank the Board of Education, district leadership, the Newport-Mesa Schools Foundation, our students and faculty, and everyone who helped organize the event. All of your efforts are what helped Newport-Mesa be the exceptional school district it is today. Every student a part of the Newport-Mesa School District is able to experience what makes it so special. United under one community, we are all able to receive an excellent education, enhanced with incredible sports teams, wonderful arts programs, and so much more. Eagles, Mustangs, Sailors, Sea Kings, Bulldogs, and the various houses at early college, high school alike are encouraged to thrive to prepare for our future careers as we get closer and closer to our futures. At Estancia specifically, our counselors, teachers, and faculty take a profound interest in our lives and genuinely care for us in what we are going to do after high school. With our exceptional CTA pathways, including our Estancia Medical Academy construction pathway, as well as our digital media arts and engineering pathways, Estancia is anything but short of options. As we are encouraged to take ROP classes and explore future careers, students on our campus feel prepared as we explore all of our options. From local community colleges, four-year universities, trade schools, and even the military, our students are well educated on the options available to them. Much like the other schools in this district, Estancia also has an extensive amount of clubs and extracurriculars that reflect the interests of our students. From our own Girls Empowering Girls Club, to Ping Pong Club, to our Australia Education Exchange Club, to our newly created Acts of Random Kindness Club, there's something for every student to express their own interests and to be a part of something on campus. I myself have been fortunate enough to be a part of ASB for the past 4 years, played 2 varsity sports, volleyball and basketball. I was also a delegate for the 2018 Australia Exchange Program and have been a part of School Site Council, Youth in Government, CSF, Leo's Club, Girls Empowering Girls Club, and our very own Coffee Club, along with several of the AP classes offered here at Estancia. In partnership with Estancia as well as Costa Mesa High School, I've also been a part of the Simon Scholars Foundation for the past 2 years. Here in Costa Mesa, in Newport-Mesa, we are so lucky to receive the support of our district as they encourage each school to promote a well-rounded education which caters to all. No matter your race, gender, or socioeconomic status, each student in Newport-Mesa is lucky enough to receive an excellent educational experience no matter what school you attend. On behalf of Estancia and all of our other ASBs, I would like to extend my thank you once again as we look forward to the next school year where our entire district can continue to succeed as one community. Please, as you exit, make sure to grab one of the goodie bags and to buy one of our beautiful centerpieces made by our ASB. All proceeds will go to Estancia's ASB program. Thank you.